I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. A long-anticipated tidal wave of retirees has finally arrived. In 2024, more than 4 million Americans, that's an average of 11,000 a day, have reached or will reach age 65. This surge is the largest in history, and it's going to continue through 2027. That's according to a recent study that was from Northwestern Mutual, the 2024 Planning and Progress Report. The study highlights that those closest to retirement are largely unprepared. Nearly half of baby boomers, and those are people born between 1946 and 1964, of which yours truly falls into that category, and Gen Xers born between 1965 and 1980, admit that they aren't confident about their financial preparedness for retirement. Now, despite being the generations with the most knowledge, experience, and potential resources, many are still unsure about their financial future. The study gets even more depressing when you dig a bit deeper. On average, Gen Xers believe they have a 42% chance of outliving their savings, while Boomers estimate their risk at 37%. Yet, despite these anxieties, nearly 2/3 in each generation have done nothing to prepare for that possibility. It even gets worse. Only 49% of Boomers and 40% of Gen Xers know how much money they will actually need to retire comfortably. Even fewer have considered addressing long-term care, 41% of Boomers and 34% of Gen Xers, or planning for the possibility of outliving their savings, which is just 37% for the Boomers and 35% for the Gen Xers. Not paying attention to taxes can cost retirees thousands of dollars. The most common ways to lower tax liability include having a strategic withdrawal strategy for traditional and Roth accounts, mixing up account types, and leveraging HSAs or health savings accounts. The usage of these very plain vanilla strategies remains shockingly low. The survey also shows that only 3 in 10 Americans have a plan to minimize taxes on their retirement income. Many retirees don't realize their retirement income might be taxed up to 30% until they begin to withdraw it and spend it. And at that point, their options are really limited, and the financial damage is typically irreversible. Retirees may unknowingly lose a large portion of their savings to taxes, and that could have been minimized or avoided with proper planning. Now, if you are nearing retirement and have been putting money into a 401k or an IRA, you're on the right track. Fully preparing for retirement, though, also requires developing a comprehensive plan that integrates tax strategies, healthcare costs, and contingency plans for potential shortfalls. Just thinking about this planning can feel overwhelming, which is probably why so many people feel uncertain about retirement and yet put off addressing it. The best way to get started is to seek out trustworthy help and advice. Ideally, this means consulting a professional, such as a fee-only financial planner who has a fiduciary responsibility to act in your best interest and is largely void of conflicts. Someone who can create a plan really tailored to your needs, that's really done and not just advertised that it will happen. The Financial Planning Association can help you find advisors. The National Association of Financial Advisors, NAPFA, is probably even a better source of fee-only planners. If costs are a concern, some offer services at hourly rates, and many work with clients virtually. An advisor can help you consider strategies like developing a comprehensive plan that includes a diversified income strategy and managing withdrawal rates to help your savings last. They can use tax-efficient withdrawals and Roth conversions to minimize tax liabilities and maximize your retirement income. They can help you plan for long-term care costs. This might include long-term care insurance, building a dedicated fund through investment accounts or HSAs, or using community-based care to minimize expenses. And finally, they can help you consider downsizing or relocating to reduce living costs and free up equity for your long-term needs. So if you're a part of this wave of retirees, don't turn it into a perfect storm by combining uncertainty with inaction. Planning now will help you avoid being pulled under and allow you to surf the wave to solid ground. Thanks for listening.